In Southeast Asia, most rice fields use up to 3 times more water than the amount needed and suffer 5 to 10% lower yields and reduced milling output and quality from uneven maturing, all because most rice fields are not properly leveled. A well-leveled rice field is crucial before planting your crop. It leads to even crop growth and ripening, uniform water coverage, which means savings in irrigation water, and fewer weed problems, all leading to a healthier crop, maximum yield, and even better grain quality. Traditionally, most farmers in Asia use draft animals and two-wheel tractors that drag harrows and leveling boards across the flooded fields to level their land. An ideal way of leveling rice fields is through laser leveling. Laser leveling for rice is slowly emerging in some Southeast Asian countries, such as Vietnam, Cambodia, and Laos PDR. With laser leveling, a laser transmitter placed at the side of the field sends a laser beam to a laser receiver, which is attached to a leveling bucket drawn by a tractor. The control panel or box mounted on the tractor interprets the signal from the receiver and opens or closes the hydraulic valve, which raises or lowers the bucket. The bucket then drags and drops soil across the field to make it even. The laser receiver signals the adjustments of the leveling bucket accordingly to ensure that the height distance between the soil and the laser signal stays the same, making the soil as leveled as possible. Laser leveling can be done in dry fields, thus saving valuable water for growing the crop. Farmers can do laser leveling during the dry season or when the crop has not grown yet. The International Rice Research Institute, with support from Trimble Company, introduced laser leveling for rice in Vietnam in 2003 by providing equipment and training to the Bac Lieu Seed Center and Nong Lam University.
Từ cái kết quả mà sang phẳng này thì chất lượng của hạt giống được tăng lên rất rõ rệt, và cái chất lượng tăng lên rõ rệt thể hiện là ít sâu bệnh, kích cỡ hạt đồng đều hơn.
The Bac Lieu Seed Center has a network of farmers who grow seeds. For laser leveling of these areas, farmers pay 50% of the cost, while the government covers the remaining 50%. Since their fields were laser leveled, farmers from Gyarai district of Bac Lieu have been enjoying many benefits.
Cái lợi thứ hai thì mình đất nó không có lên cỏ, vì mình bơm nước nó bằng rồi là ngập được, cỏ không có lên. Thì lợi thứ ba nữa là mình làm cái giá thành nó bơm nhẹ nước, hai cỏ không lên, cái giá thành làm nó chi phí nó nhẹ.
Cái trang Philagia này á, mà theo như hồi xưa mình bằng á, thì lúa coi không đẹp, nhưng mà có từ ngày mà trang Philagia ngày hôm nay á, dòm cái đống lúa mình rất là đẹp, bằng rất là đẹp lắm. Nhưng mà nó hồi xưa mình bằng mỗi một công như vậy á, là 30 dạ hoặc 35 dạ. Còn bây giờ Philagia có thể mình bằng từ 40, 45, 50 dạ luôn. Rất là đẹp lắm.
Mr. Dang Van Can observed that households that got their fields laser leveled now have better livelihoods and are able to buy the things they need, such as pump equipment, TV sets, and motorcycles. Such is the case of Mr. Pham An Lac's family, whose lives have changed quite a bit from simply earning a few additional Vietnamese dong per hectare.
Thì mình chăm sóc ruộng mình nhiều hơn, thì bởi vì mình là chỉ có đọc canh cây lúa thôi. Thí dụ giúp chuyện gia đình này kia, hay là có thể là đi hội thảo, hội họp gì đó, nó cũng nhẹ hơn cái gánh của mình.
Lúa thì nó hôm nay bây giờ nó khỏe hơn, cái đất mình nó bằng thẳng hơn, mình là cái lượng nước đưa lên nhẹ xịt cỏ hơn.
Tới phụ phải trồng màu, nãy cũng có nói là có người có gãy đó, trồng màu, trồng dưa hoặc là cải này nọ.
Farmers in Anjiang province are also now experiencing similar benefits of laser leveling. Nguyen Van Hans and Nguyen Thi Diep's field was the first field laser leveled in Anjiang in 2006. It took only 2 days to level their 4-hectare field using laser leveling, while leveling 0.3 hectare using a buffalo used to take them 3 to 4 days. With a well-leveled field, they now use a drum seeder for direct seeding. Before, it took them 30 person days to manually weed their unleveled 4-hectare field. Now that they use a drum seeder that plants seeds neatly in rows, weeding takes only 4 days using a row weeder. With their leveled land, fertilizer is spread evenly, resulting in less lodging. Golden apple snails, which used to hide in uneven spots, can no longer do so. They have reduced their fuel for pumping water from 20 to 30 liters of diesel to only 7 liters for all 4 hectares. They saved even more water from adopting alternate wetting and drying, which allows them to alternately flood their field at times and let it stay dry for a few days. Tran Van Dai, a farmer who is part of the One Must Do 5 Reductions program in Anjiang, is also reaping the rewards of a well-leveled field as he applies the best practices taught in the program.
Một là cái mặt mà lúa nó đã nó bằng, nó được bằng thì nó trúng đều, rồi lại là thuốc xịt cũng giảm hơn. Thí dụ như mà có dư ra đấy thì tôi đầu tư là mua máy xới thêm, hay hoặc là máy bây giờ mua tươi chạy nước thì tôi có mua. Nói riêng về gia đình tôi là rất thích cái trang Telegia này.
Nguyen Loy Duk, a progressive farmer from Triton District, Anjiang, borrowed the laser leveling equipment from Nong Lam University, bought his own tractor, and laser leveled all of his 150-hectare rice field over the last 3 years.
Mà cái độ bằng phẳng đó là nó bằng phẳng, đó là tuyệt đối. Trước đây khi mà mình chưa trang Telegia đó thì đất nó không có bằng phẳng, cho nên chủ yếu là tôi làm lúa hàng hóa. Và sau khi mà mình trang bằng phẳng rồi, cái điều kiện mà nó sản xuất nó tốt thì tôi mới chuyển qua tôi làm lúa giống, và lúa giống mình làm thì rất là đạt.
Seed production, he says, has higher value. Since then, his yield has increased by 0.7 ton per hectare and his income by 30%. In the future, he plans to build more mechanical flatbed dryers and seed processing equipment. Dr. Phan Yu Yen, Erie post-harvest consultant, estimates that in Vietnam, about 300 hectares of rice fields have been laser leveled, with more than 200 hectares in the Mekong Delta.
I think the news has spread enough from the high-level official to the ordinary people, and today I can say that it's an equipment that will change the agriculture, especially the rice agriculture, in a very major way in this sector.
Now, with an urgent need to ease the labor shortage by using agricultural machinery such as combine harvesters, laser leveling is being reintroduced in neighboring Cambodia. In November 2011, the Irrigated Rice Research Consortium and the Erie Asian Development Bank Post-Harvest Project organized a laser leveling demonstration at the Don Bosco School in Battambang Province. Almost 100 extension workers, farmers, and students attended the event.
The goal is to increase rice production, and the royal government has just put in place a new policy to improve rice production and also to export meal rice on our own. We have to have what we call appropriate farm management techniques that will range from land preparation to harvesting the crop. For the policy to be successfully implemented, farmers will have to come back to the technology like laser land leveling, as it is one of the many options or solutions to achieve that goal.
With combined efforts from national partners and a renewed vigor to promote the technology, more farmers in Southeast Asia will benefit from laser leveling and the many advantages it brings.